Today is the World Organ Donation Day, and as part of NDTV 40's More to Give campaign, we are organizing multi-city ground activities to raise awareness and sensitize people on organ donation. We have different activities lined up across the country. Let's go across to Mumbai now, from where Saurabh Gupta joins us. Saurabh, what's the pledge meter reading right now?
Well, that's right. In fact, in Mumbai, we've had a lot of pledges, a lot of activities throughout the day. People have been coming in. At the moment, it's at 350 pledges. Mumbai is a city that's known for its pace. Unfortunately, this pace is not as fast as we would have liked it to be. But joining me now is Gul Panag, who started all of this in 2007 when nobody was even talking about it. How did that happen?
I think I was at a stage in my life where I had finally come to terms with the fact that I haven't got wherever I've got, because life was a level playing field. I got there because I was extremely lucky and had lots of opportunity, and I felt that I had to give back in whatever way I could. And it just so happened that the Armed Forces Organ Donation campaign was launched that year at the Research and Referral Hospital, which is the Armed Forces' premier medical facility. And they reached out to me to be part of the campaign, and I knew this is what I was looking to do, because when you donate your organs, you actually directly, physically impact the life of someone and definitely make it better. So 2007 and today is 2017, I'm delighted to be back supporting a similar campaign where you are seeking to build with Fortis Healthcare and NDTV coming together, seeking to build an ecosystem where you encourage more people to pledge, because that's the first step.
Gul, in Mumbai, we have these statistics of 10 people dying on the railway tracks every day. And the number of people who could have donated organs versus the number who actually do, and this huge gap between demand and supply, if I can put it as plainly as that, is something that we should have addressed long ago, but we're doing it now. And but this gap is plainly embarrassing, so to speak.
I don't want to get into a city-wise competition, but I think more advocacy is required, more such events are required in places with massive footfalls. And even if people don't take the pledge today, they will become aware that something like organ donation exists. And awareness is the first step, because then conversion happens. So once they're aware that something like organ donation exists, maybe they'll be converted and will sign up to pledge their organs and donate them. But the ecosystem for awareness needs to be built, and of course then processes to make sure that harvested organs can reach recipients in a timely manner, which is what's mandated for the respective organs' shelf life, so to speak. But before we get anywhere, we need more and more people to be aware that something like organ donation exists, that it doesn't necessarily it isn't harmful. There's so many myths. So the ecosystem that we need to build through events like these is what is the first step.
And last question to you then. We've spoken the entire day. Doctors have come in. There have been so many people, and there's so many inspiring stories too. People who've actually taken a spur of the moment decision and given 6 people lives. But there are a lot of myths that still remain about organ donation, cadaver donation. How would you suggest someone tackles those myths?
By speaking about them as often and in as many places as one can, because because such events, such conversations, this kind of advocacy becomes a catalyst for change. Change can't happen in mindsets unless there is a catalyst. And the more you speak about it, the more you tell people about it, each person who inquires about this activity today in this mall is going to go back and become a change agent for this campaign, because he will talk to 10 other people about something called organ donation, and that's the precursor to change. So I would like many such campaigns to constantly be there, and of course hospitals can take the lead, because that's the first port of call for anybody seeking any kind of treatment. So the moment they enter a hospital, if there is an attractive, myth-busting, information-giving kiosk, then maybe you have so much time to kill at hospitals when you're waiting for reports, at test facilities, at blood donation places, wherever there is an interface with health. If you have kiosks which give out information with bust myth, then those kiosks begin to act as catalysts for change, and it will come, but we just have to keep at it.
And lastly, people who have a public image, people like you, celebrities, how much can they do for this? Because when someone like you speaks, the message is, amplified. So how would you like celebrities to take this forward?
I think it's ultimately individual affirmative action. While when people who are famous speak, more people undoubtedly do hear them. But it is an obligation that we can enforce. Somebody has to do it out of the free will, and I'm sure if you reach out to more people who are public figures, I can't think of a reason why they'd not want to be part of this. So the onus is on NDTV, Fortis Healthcare, other people who will hopefully get inspired by this wonderful partnership that Fortis Healthcare and NDTV have forged. More people who are in the healthcare business, more networks like yourself, bigger networks. Maybe they will be inspired, and maybe they will then lead the change or be part of it. Something that you all have pioneered. Because I don't think this is competition. I think this is about all of us getting together to put forth affirmative action. And yes, I'd like to reiterate that if there's somebody who is famous, who's a public figure, and if you were to reach out to them for something like this, I can't think of a reason why they'd refuse and why they wouldn't want to be part of this.
Thank you so much, Gul Panag. Always a pleasure speaking to you. So that's it from Mumbai. We are 3:50 and counting. The news continues on NDTV 24/7.